Hey everybody, we are back with more recording in Chapter 2. We're going to do something a little bit different, because I have a couple of things that I missed, and I have some saves ready to show them off. So we're going to quick show off a couple of things, and then we're going to dive into the actual meat of this session.
Let's do it.
Do we need
Surprise.
to start over?
No.
Start the
We're just
entire
gonna-
game over.
We're just going to go back to Chapter 1 for a brief thing that someone wanted to see, which is a conversation between Reen and Sarah.
Okay, I'm glad that we're bringing in a level 88 read. This sounds like a difficult conversation.
This is... Oh, yeah, I may have restarted with my levels to get back to this point from an old save. Because I just wanted to speed through it.
You can do that?
Yeah. Keeping your levels is one thing that you can do in a New Game Plus.
That's cool.
It's the only thing you can do.
No, there's several other things that I didn't show you guys.
Okay.
Like,
So this is back when, in Chapter 1, or before Chapter 1, when he just joined the student council and she was drinking on the other side of the cell phone.
yes. Okay,
This is right after that.
gotcha. Quick question.
Yeah.
Is... And I genuinely don't mean anything, like, weird about
Yeah.
this, but is alcoholism a thing in Japan?
Hugely.
Okay, and I'm not saying, like, is...
Are you talking about alcoholics or alcoholics in media?
I'm saying, well, because...
Both.
So, genuinely, a very common trait with alcohol in a lot of the media that I see in Japan is, like, extreme acceptance of, like, the belligerent drunk employee or something
That
like
is
that.
a thing. That
well,
is
but
a
I'm
thing in
saying,
Japan.
okay, so that's a thing, but it's like, is Alcoholics Anonymous just non-existent? Is alcoholism
No.
not considered anything to be
I'm-
embarrassed about? Like, I
I
don't...
suspect a
everyone
lot
drinks.
of it is... I suspect part of it is a lot of times the alcoholic that's a giant asshole is your boss.
Yeah.
And you have
Probably.
no choice but to go drinking with him.
Well,
Yep. Or, well, you do, but if you don't go drinking with him when he tells you to, then you are going to be passed over for a promotion.
Right, that means you have no choice.
Right.
yeah. So, but I mean, like... I mean, inevitably, alcoholism leads to fairly... Usually, it leads to fairly destructive behavior, like not showing up to work anymore. Or,
Alright, this
like,
right here is what someone wanted me to show off.
Wow, she went from
That-
plastered to bastard in the blink of an eye. It's actually a pretty good line.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
the
line
weird
that
thing
line is literally why we're here.
The weird thing, though, is
Okay.
like, when someone is plastered, I don't think they're anything pleasant. So I'm not sure if
Sure,
moving to bastard is, like, that's a lateral move.
sure.
I mean, and
Alright,
she's,
so that's
not, and
bad.
she's definitely not plastered. She's sitting up straight, like, and
Right.
talking. So,
Also,
So the-
Reen is literally a child.
yes.
The other thing that I missed
That was actually pretty
was,
cool. That was pretty cool.
It was.
the other thing that I missed was right before going back to the dormitory after school before the last free day,
Yeah,
there was a small event at the old schoolhouse, which is right here.
gotcha.
But if you go here, it's going to turn back time.
Oh man, if there's like an autosave.
That would be pretty great.
There is an autosave in Trails in the Sky, but not in
Wait, there are autosaves in Trails in the Sky?
I don't
Did
understand.
you not know that?
Wait, Reen's logic doesn't make any sense.
No.
It autosaves every time you go in and out of a door.
Oh shoot.
Every,
Huh, I
like
didn't
every
know
time
that.
a screen loads, essentially.
I don't get his idea.
Are
He's
you-
like, first she falls asleep on a park bench, now she falls asleep on this place. Is there anywhere she can't sleep? Shouldn't he notice that it's always a bench?
Okay, fine. So she only
Yeah.
sleeps horizontally, but she's sleeping on
No,
something that's
she-
not very.
She sleeps on benches. That's her thing.
Also, only sleeping on things that are horizontal is a lot more restricted than the sleeping I've had to do in the last few weeks.
Oh yeah.
Are you starting to complain about something that doesn't affect us?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
So, a couple weeks ago, I took a trip to Atlanta for an academic conference
Okay.
until Thursday. And then my dad called up and said, "Hey, you should come out and visit me for the weekend. This weekend."
Okay. Okay.
Plane
Was
tickets
that when you
were
skipped out on a recording session?
Yes. Plane tickets were $750.
Oh, geez.
So I said, can't do that. And then he suggested, well, you could always take the train.
Sure.
It was $150 to take the train, which is not bad. You know, that's an
It's
acceptable
less.
price. Yeah, to go from New Mexico to California.
Yeah.
It was also 15 hours.
Well, yeah,
Right.
you knew that.
Yeah, I know. I knew that when I made the decision, but I didn't realize how long 15 hours on a train is. Is long.
Oh, you child. I could tell you,
You sweet summer
stories,
child.
sir.
Well, I mean, we did do that trip from Sofia to Istanbul, and that was about the same length.
Yep. And
But we had a sleeper car.
yeah,
then.
we had sleeper cars. But I
did not.
I could tell you stories. For one thing,
I believe it.
remember the great trek along southern Turkey? That was
Oh, look. Reen's being a misogynist.
Yeah.
your
Or sexist.
girl. Or he's just very, very slow and finally realizing that.
And she's like, oh, bullshit.
Well, she's the character that wears the like athletic shorts under her skirt. So
Probably.
it's not a big deal.
Well, given, like, some of the stereotypes about Japan and her...
This is actually almost kind of integral to the plot, to an extent. Not really, but sort of.
Okay.
Oh, talking about how the building is different?
Yeah.
She can tell from the pixels?
Apparently. She's smart.
Yeah.
Well, she's like whatever it's called. Like
Maybe she dreamed it.
She's the strongest on the team right now. Or wait,
That's
we
Laura.
haven't fought with her yet.
We have not had her in our party yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Fee
worry,
is the-
that's coming.
She's obviously
Yeah.
the most aware because she was the only one that didn't fall for that trap in the beginning. And the
She's-
teacher
Right,
knows
Fee
her
is
already.
the best, Laura is the competent one.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least from what I've seen. Like,
Yeah.
she's the only one that didn't fall for the trap. The teacher already seems to know her. So
Yeah.
she's already
Well, yeah,
in
she
a
has
much
mysterious
higher class.
background, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I know. So,
And, then
and she's like the mysterious character, so she's probably
we
like
get a bit of Linky XP.
woot for someone you didn't even
But
talk to. I like it.
Because Fee was going to meet Emma, and we got her to go meet Emma. I
Gotcha.
guess. But anyway, that's not going to be relevant because I'm loading my old save, so I'm not going to get that Linky XP. Whatever. It's 50 Linky XP.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, that's as many as 200 battles.
I guess you're right.
44
It's also-
hours.
Well, you get... Is it one a battle if they're not linked together?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
In that
3
case,
if they
it's
are
not
linked.
200 battles. Please, stop lying.
Anyway, let's go and investigate the old schoolhouse. Oh wait, there's
Has
something I
it
wanted to do
changed?
first.
Because I heard from a parallel universe Fee that the schoolhouse has changed. Can you confirm this for me?
I will do that in just a second. There's something I wanted to do first that I just remembered.
That's good. Did you want to talk to everyone? No.
I want to talk to one
I think we
specific
did that
person.
last time.
Yep. No, I remember.
I want to talk to this guy.
By the way, because I don't have access to the forum, what's the nicest thing and what's the meanest thing that's been said on our forum so far for this?
About us?
No, not about anything. Like, what's the single meanest thing and what's the single nicest thing about either us or this project in general?
The answer for both is we exist.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
not-
feedback we've
it's
got.
not wrong.
Someone said that we exist.
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
the feedback has been not hugely there.
Well, I mean, people enjoy the game. And people are mostly interested in the game.
Yeah.
So by
This-
catching
this does
fish,
feel like a game that's more geared towards the people, or this type of game is more geared towards the people who are like, I want to see the game and maybe they can't play it or something for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Or
Sure.
Or there are people where, I mean, like within the JRPG community, there are just supreme diehard fans. More so, I think, than the other, because the other quote
Like that guy.
well, like the other like franchise diehard fans, like, you know, the people who wait up in line to buy their next Halo, the ones that wait up and buy.
Right.
That's sort of more of
Yeah.
just the constant chasing of this is the standard. Like they're not
Sure.
they're never going back and playing the old versions of Call
Right.
of Duty. Halo,
Right.
it's a little bit different.
Well,
they are
don't you?
definitely doing that, but Call of Duty, they're never really doing that.
I thought you went back and bought a bunch of old Call of Duty games for the single player.
Yeah, but he's different.
No, and I never went back and buy them. I never buy them until they're like 2 or 3 years old because they're like $12.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because of that very reason. And so...
Well, it's because the only part of those games that is generally worth it is the multiplayer.
I've never really gotten that because there's nothing...
It's the only part with longevity.
But I don't even agree with that because there's nothing new. Like, yes, you're fighting new people, and so it's like technically... But it's at the end of the day, you find the gun that you like the most, you find the maps that you like the most, and you just play them in repetition.
Sure.
And
part of it is, the idea of getting better against real people and exploring, those mechanics and calling people nerds. And
I guess like, that would
and
be
insulting
where,
people's mothers.
I guess that's where it deconnects. I've never seen myself like genuinely get that much better after the first maybe 2 or so weeks of playing online. I'm not saying I'm good. I've just never seen like my numbers consistently go higher. I've never seen like my quote, ability change. Now, again, I'm not that good. I probably don't play enough or care enough to like actively break down like why is this gun better than this one or XYZ. But it's
and you do start to hit plateaus, and you do need to start spending more effort and all that.
Yeah,
So, guys, something's happening.
Well, the place changed, right?
The schoolhouse is different.
Yeah.
Again.
You literally just showed us a thing that said it's changing.
Yeah, I know. But you didn't know how it had changed.
Well, I can see that.
Hey. That elevator does not look OSHA approved.
Did you say OSHA or Ocean? For like the...
OSHA.
Oh, okay. So not the...
No. He almost called me by my actual
Asian
name.
Nations?
But it's not me approved either.
Well, no, I thought he said it wasn't
this game.
approved by the Organization for Southeast Asian Nations. And I was going, I don't think they have jurisdiction here. But their official language is English.
Well, that's handy.
It's kind of weird.
It's also not approved by OPEC.
Probably not.
Well, no, nothing but oil is approved by OPEC. Literally, if oil isn't in the first sentence, it's denied. Maybe someone sneaked inside. Wait, he thinks one person? Okay, he does say it's a large chip. But I like the idea that he's like, maybe someone did this.
I like the idea of ninja contractors.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot, actually.
I'd like an elevator.
I don't know
nice
when they would be
sprucing.
useful, but they'd be good for pranking.
Sure.
Oh, I'm sure there are groups of people that have like made minor fortunes doing stuff like that. I mean, there's definitely business in like offices where people are like, this needs to be overhauled and it needs to be done in one night. And
sure,
right.
But those are usually using like temporary things and all that.
Yeah.
So it's at least doable.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about straight up while somebody is sleeping, remodeling.
Thanks,
their
Elisa.
And
really wrong.
Also
really
including like I like that like someone snuck in here and I'm like, were they a mason? Like like this is all stonework.
Yeah.
Wait.
Good job, Huey, jumping to conclusions. We didn't know it was an elevator yet.
Are you
Yeah,
saying
we
the
did.
Masons are behind this? The Freemasons?
Could be.
Maybe.
Look at that. Notice how there are shapes in there. That could mean things about them. Shapes are one of the most common things to mean something.
That's true.
What about the random squiggles on the bottom?
Ah, see, those
are probably
squibbles are not just that. They're a declaration of we're the Freemasons. But only in a language that those that look at only partial, non-peer-reviewed papers will understand. Because they've already been gotten to you, man.
So you're saying that the Plus One and all those other journals, the online journals, they're the ones who've... Actually, I think Plus One is a vaguely reputable.
So,
Yeah,
guys,
I was going to say,
online
Plus
journals.
One does actually have some credibility.
It has some credit.
Again,
So, guys, how many floors does the old schoolhouse have?
I'm gonna say 8.
I see
Okay.
like 6 or 7. I mean, there's obviously... Why would you ask us if it isn't literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6. There are 6 square...
Because I'm trying to keep you guys on track.
Well, the elevator's going to stay on track, right? Like, we don't have to...
Yes.
guide
Well,
it?
I hope so.
Okay, good. That's important.
I've seen what happens when elevators sort of fall down when they shouldn't. It's pretty disastrous.
Remember that movie Devil?
You mean the one by M. Night Shyamalan?
It's pronounced M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Come on. But
Thank you
yes, that was a terrible movie that I never saw.
I'm sure it was.
I've never seen that movie.
It takes entirely in an elevator.
Shyamalan's only made like one good movie, right?
2.5.
Okay, what's this? Oh, right, I forgot about Unbreakable.
Unbreakable is, in my opinion, his actual best one.
I can agree with that.
And who was it? What's his name? Came up with an amazing idea that he should do that there should have been a sequel. What's his name? Patton Oswalt on the Nerdist on the Nerdist podcast. He had a great idea for two sequels.
Okay.
I think The Sixth Sense was really unfortunate that it was Shyamalan's, because he basically became addicted to hooks.
Yeah.
And,
twists, specifically.
Well, they're not twists, necessarily.
The one in Sixth Sense is. Because it completely reframes the entire movie.
I guess. I don't like the term twist, I guess. Because it's like...
Well, that's because
simplifies too many things that are very...
abused.
Yeah. It's a twist. Are they still talking about whether or not they should do what they were assigned to do?
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm going intentionally slowly so that people have time to read.
That's fair. Well, can't they just pause?
I guess, but
that's annoying.
I find having to pause to read things is it. I've done it before, and it really
it fractures up the whole thing.
It fractures it because
that makes sense.
Especially if someone goes through something too quickly for you to be able to read it, then it's really annoying.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'd rather spend too much time on the dialogue and let.
Wait, we can just walk away.
We can. We're not going to, but we can.
Does that mean we get a game over because we get kicked out of the academy?
No. It means that we have to come back and do it later.
But once we open the door, we can never come back.
That's wrong, actually.
Well, it said once you open the door, it's like you're done for the day with all your stuff.
Once you're done with the investigation, time advances. You can actually leave in the middle of an investigation.
And, go and do other stuff?
Yeah.
Is there any reason that you would want to do that? Do certain quests suddenly
maybe re-equip and get more, items?
Wouldn't you be,
Maybe
super
you were really forgetful and you forgot something like talking to Fee.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a super...
Or the drunk lady.
Wouldn't that be wouldn't you be super underleveled, though, if you had to do that? Or are there certain points where the growth of this game requires you to actually,
No, but maybe you forgot to buy a couple of things, and you're like, oh, hey, I should go do that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe you forgot to give people their books, and they would start angrily calling the publisher.
Yeah. For example?
What if the new edition was about to come out?
So Bailey read the Harry Potter thingy. Chris Child.
Uh-huh.
It's really just a script?
Yeah, it's a screenplay.
Yes. It's literally just a screenplay.
Or no, not a screenplay. Is it just a script? Yeah.
It's a
script.
Script.
Well, it'll have things like exit left, I assume.
It does. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It has stage
that makes
direction
it a screenplay.
in it.
All right, here we go. Oh wait.
What about exeunt?
It's time to begin our investigation.
Nope, they don't have that font.
All right, so a couple of procedural things. I gave the thread a vote, and they voted for me to bench Gaius. So Gaius is benched for this thing.
Wait, you actually had enough spare people? Because it looked like
I have 5.
He has the whole team, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't for some stupid reason.
But the whole team
I have everyone
is there.
that I have. I have everyone that I have access to.
Right, but why isn't Fee here? She's literally here.
She hasn't joined my team yet.
Wow, you are a super clicky group.
Yeah,
we are.
I
you
know
spent,
you're fighting things
2
that
months with her?
Yeah, I know you're fighting things that might kill you if you don't do anything, or at least render you unconscious. But I'm sorry, we haven't been friends yet.
Sure.
Bitchy.
You haven't accepted my yo.
What?
Until you yo back, I'm not
okay.
going to do
this.
anything.
My
I'm
turn.
sorry.
My turn.
There we go.
You just want to hit things.
My turn.
Come on. Come on. There
Is that a spider or
Also,
not?
can I just spend a moment
Now's
pointing
your
out that
chance.
that's not really amazing sword technique?
just whacking it like a whack-a-mole?
Yeah, just hacking at it like an axe.
All right, let's do
Out of
this.
curiosity, did they say why they didn't want Gaius? Is he overpowered?
They just voted
or-
for him at random.
Gotcha.
And then someone was like,
Also,
hey, we should-
Gaius.
Turn to
Also,
flames.
Gaius is Thread British, so basically the worst. Or like fantasy British, rather.
Oh, they're weak against
And then someone was
fire.
like, hey, we should see if... Maybe we should vote to see if we can keep Reen out of the party. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Can you keep Reen out of the party?
You can. Like, you
Oh, I
can
thought
kick
it
it
was-
out of your active party.
Oh, so you
I thought
can
this was
fight
like
with
many
people.
JRPGs where you can't do that.
That's actually
No,
kind
here,
of
I'll show you.
cool. But he is one of the best characters, right?
He is definitely one of the best characters, but I can very easily go like this. And there, look,
All
Reen's
right.
not in my party.
Do it once. Let's just see.
One battle? Okay.
Yeah.
But you have to do it pre-recorded.
What?
Well, I don't want him to do it live.
We are doing it live.
Fuck.
See? You didn't hear a beep.
Well,
Now's
I
our
wouldn't
chance.
hear
We
the
can do
beep.
this.
I can only hear the sound of my own voice.
You never know.
It's my turn.
That's incorrect. Oh, whoops.
You see, actually, I just
He's
have
already messing
very
up.
good prediction algorithm.
He's been completely thrown out of whack.
I don't know how to fight without Reen, okay?
Maybe you use your attack.
I'm sorry, man. I know it's a decent attack, but it just looks like he's blowing bubbles at the enemy.
He is.
Like,
I've
Yep.
got you. Huh?
Like, how urgent is it really that you increase people's stats and, like, give them some CP when you literally have 170 people?
Raising stats is actually super important.
for these battles?
No.
Maybe not for these battles,
Leave
but
it
for
to me.
boss battles.
There.
Are we fighting a boss?
No.
Together, we're unbeatable.
Unscathed.
Fine, I'll stop using Motivate, but I'm not going to stop using... I'm not going to stop using Reen.
How many unscathed in a row can you get?
One for probably almost every battle in the game. Like, you can get a lot.
No, but I'm saying
want me
in a
to
row.
try?
Like, in a row, yeah. How many can you get? If you played specifically to not get hit.
Hit?
Yeah.
You could
I mean, I
probably
try-
get an
A lot?
arbitrary number, because I
Yeah.
think if you run around in random battles and
Here we go.
respawn.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, could you do this entire dungeon
turn.
without
Turn to flames.
Yes.
taking damage? Including the boss?
Yes.
Burn.
Unlikely
If he
for the
imported his
boss.
level 80-something characters, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
I'm
little,
not actually level 80.
that's a little different of a situation.
I
level
saw
s-
that Reed
He
was
was level
literally level
68.
88 in
No,
that
he
one.
was not. That was the hours. The highest
thought that
I've
was
gotten
also
Reen
close.
is
Here we go.
Reen is my highest level Reen is 68.
Okay, so this one was
Okay.
definitely an easier battle.
My turn.
Well, we're fighting
I'm up to-
Minecraft enemies, so
This is
I
number
was
3.
gonna say they look very blocky.
yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, that is my third unscathed in this dungeon.
Yes. Do you think you can go the entire dungeon?
I'm gonna give it a shot.
All right.
Do you want $1?
Do you genuinely play differently now if you are trying to target that, or
Nope.
like,
I always play to target that.
okay? I guess it's just there's been other times where it seems like there's been too many enemies
Now's our
for it to
chance.
happen.
Sometimes there are.
Yeah.
Like this
My
one
turn.
looks like it could be challenging. Or are you gonna
Well,
use
he
your?
has a lot of AoE stuff, so if
And
you can
Reen
nail
can
those.
super delay them.
Yep.
I think the hardest part would be something like the boss, where
Yeah.
if he needs to
I-
spend a bunch of time buffing, that
I
gives the enemy time to take a turn.
I legitimately cannot get an unscathed on the boss.
Well, that's what I was asking. Like for the first 4 or 5 times.
What, does the boss auto damage you at
course.
the end of the battle or something?
No, there are just too many of them.
Ooh.
Well, that's not a literally cannot.
It's a you just
I'm-
gave up without trying.
Yeah.
I mean, I will try, but it's unlikely.
Like, I guarantee you that you have the ability
Here we
to
go.
do it.
Yeah.
Is it worthwhile? Probably not.
You just got to give him the shake and bake, right? Shake and bake.
Well, I'm more commenting that,
It's my turn.
you know, he could grind up to level 50 and then he could do it.
Oh, sure. I'm not going to.
Right, exactly. That's my point.
Ooh, it dropped
Okay.
something.
Of course.
That's always promising.
Hey. Off guard.
What does the
I've
problem?
got you.
Ooh, you are lucky you
Oh,
got
God
that.
damn it!
Go.
Oh! Oh, never mind.
It's
Wait, why
it's
did you
sealed,
do
so
anything?
Because it has Seal. It has paralysis.
Oh.
You are lucky about that, man.
Why does Seal mean paralysis?
Because it does.
Seal's a water Pokemon.
No, that's S-E-E-L.
How's it pronounced?
So I know that
Seal?
some numbers hasn't.
Welcome to the world of homophones.
Yeah. I know what a homophone is. I also know that there are two types. There are homographs and homophones. Or homophones
Right.
are... No, sorry. Homophones and homographs are two divisions of homonyms. There we go.
Right, but if you're speaking something, I don't know
Right.
how you spell things with your voice.
That's actually fair. Yes.
Onomatopoeia.
It's a fun word.
It is. Shit!
Oh!
I don't think he's gonna get an unscathed this time. I think he chuffed it.
Nope! He is not.
Distinctly!
I had a shot.
Well, it hit you.
No, I mean, I could have missed.
Oh yeah, missing's in this game.
It's my turn.
Missing's a thing.
I do not like games that have missing as a
Focus
thing.
activate.
I think missing is a bad mechanic.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Enchanted
You are
Arms.
you are allowed to think that.
You better believe it. Like, missing leads to
My
feel
turn.
bads.
Okay.
It's what it does, because there is nothing worse than feeling
Of course.
like, oh crap, I just wasted, my resources, my time, and all that. And especially with something as random as missing in almost every game, the streakiness of it can just make things feel terrible.
Okay.
One thing I liked about 4th edition Dean was when it had abilities that could be used whenever you want, it had abilities that could be used once in a fight, and it had abilities that could be used once in a day.
Hang in there.
Okay.
Every single once in a day ability
You have my face.
always did something good.
Sure.
Right.
Or at least it was a case where if you missed,
Focus
it was
activate.
not just, well, you're screwed, you used your big thing, and you got jack shit from it.
Yeah.
Have a nice
Thanks.
life. Sometimes it would be things like, well, it'll do half damage if it misses. So, you're going to consistently at least deal some damage. Sometimes
Right.
it would be, if you missed, you didn't use the ability, so you can do it
My
again.
turn.
Sometimes it would be,
There.
you just hit. Which
You-
is a good feeling.
You
You
just
should just
hit.
hit. Anyway, missing is a shitty mechanic. Don't do it.
Too late.
Do you mean in conclusion?
Burn. Go.
An opening.
I mean TLDR.
What does that mean again?
Too long, didn't read.
Ah,
Yeah.
Night.
Of course. Hey. We should keep going.
lot
Maybe you should
less
stop and heal up Reem.
I'm
because
going
He
to.
got wrecked. I was
He's
talking
fine.
to Laura.
He's fine.
It's not my fault that Laura is a poor tactical commander.
she's a horrid
Well,
tactical commander.
That's why she's not the commander.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with you here.
Okay.
He's not.
So this is a special chest. This is a trap chest, which means it has monsters in it.
How do you know?
Which also means that it
Does it,
holds because
does it
because
look
of the
differently?
Oh, because of the
Yeah.
spikes?
Enemies ahead.
yeah.
We'll have
So
to fight.
the
It's a
trap is
dangerous
actually
chest.
noticeably different.
Yes.
Okay, that's a terrible trap.
Hang in there.
Well, he's gonna open it anyway.
Yeah, because it has something
You
cool
have
in
my
it.
thanks.
Like, a trap that you're actively willing to spring because why not? Like, how well do you need to disguise it?
Of course.
You're about to use some S breaks, aren't you?
Nope.
No?
He's only got 2 people with S breaks.
Yeah.
It's true.
Uh-oh. They're gonna waddle to you
Yeah.
with
Here we go.
special turn abilities.
Well, these things are very unthreatening.
No.
All right, let's do this.
But they're waddle bees.
Bam!
Wasn't that your
Scathed!
second time using Motivate?
No, this is first time.
That was the second time.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was too.
Bollocks.
Gosh, you are not getting out of this unscathed.
Oh, yeah, well, no, I'm already not unscathed.
No, but I mean, you're not just scathed
yes.
now. You're like
Let's
super
go.
scathed.
He's the scathe monster.
No, I need heal ring.
Arcus activate.
You don't have the area of effect heal spell?
Nope.
How many different types are there in this as far as like the
Elements?
yeah
7.
7? And do they
Wait,
do
7?
Are they in a circle, or do they like as
No.
far as what beats what, or is it a back and forth?
Oh, god damn it. There are 4 minor elements: earth, wind, fire, and water.
Okay.
And there are 3 higher elements: time, mirage, and space.
Okay. And so
Oh, yeah. Okay.
well, wait. Time and space are the same thing, I thought.
No.
Well, there's a
Time is-
conversion factor.
Yeah. Do they take that into account?
No.
Oh. So this is a game that teaches falsities.
Too slow.
Ah, I knew he'd use them.
Yeah, I kind of have to at this point.
Is it because you're losing?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to know.
Also, it's not exactly that time and space are the same thing. It's there's this thing called space-time that we move in. But space and time do have some different properties. Namely, you can't, like, we don't stop moving
It's
in
my turn.
time. It takes infinite energy to do so.
Okay. When are we gonna
Turns
get
of
that?
flames.
We're not.
But
Burn.
we said it.
Right, but when I say infinite energy, I mean infinite energy.
Okay, so we just have
Literal
to.
infinite.
So we just have to draw like a figure 8 on something, right?
Right.
Yeah, but then we need a bit more.
Well, then why don't
More
we
than
add
a
a bit
figure eight
more?
can give us.
Right.
Then add another one.
No, we still need a little bit more.
Well, then keep adding them. I can
If
draw.
you made a
Like,
figure 8
them.
out of figure 8s, we'd still need a little bit more.
well, I can draw like a lot of figure 8s.
Right.
I did it.
You're not quite there, though, buddy.